Hello everyone, welcome to my playthrough of This is the Police, or should I say welcome back, because we are continuing our playthrough, which is I think this is going to be the 21st part, if I'm not wrong. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure of which part it is going to be, but anyway, hope you're having a great day. Thank you for tuning in as I clean up the streets of Freeburg. So today on September 15th, which is a Sunday, no day is an off day for a cop, especially if you are the chief of police. The Golden Bird reports that the Freeburg abandons drinking fountains. Oh my, that's not good though, right? Like, I know drinking fountains is quite useful. At least it's useful where it's available here in my country. But drinking fountains in public areas are quite useful, and also you could always get some water and keep it for the birds or something. That's a bit sad. Freeburg Tribune says senior citizens empty pharmacies across. Okay. And the fact says bike ride in the city center. And from today onwards, we have a little gift for us every time. We have to pay attention to the headlines, and also we have this little thing here. So the city hall hates us, the mafia loves us, police station is such and such. And the advice today is when in Rome, do as Romans do. So we may get hints in the headlines every day. If you remember our little interaction last time with the weird little gentleman who calls us Cupcake. Anyways, let's go to work today. We have to improve relationships with our relationship with the city hall, as well as our relationship within our force. Our force is unhappy because we lost 4 cops yesterday to drink and drive, which was a horrible decision by me, but I'm going to live with it, and I'm going to redeem myself. I'm going to make sure that these cops love me. My department needs to love me. Porter says, I am too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? He's been asking this for a few days, so... Oh, I meant to say yes, but okay, fine. Everybody gets no. Samadhi is drunk. Yeah, okay, you go back home. Gibbons, okay, fine. Prado says, my neighbor died and his wife asked me to help with the funeral arrangements. I'm sorry, Prado. We already gave 2 officers off today because they were tired and drunk. Forgot to give Porter the yes, but it's fine. We'll make use of him. Let's start our day. And we are going to get some... Oh, what is this? We can buy some more new music. Anyways, we're going to solve cases. I'm going to invest my time to solve the cases. And if it takes too long, I'll just speed up the screen. I won't bother about it. I won't be stuck on that screen for hours and hours. City Hall says, we are unhappy with the efficiency of Freeburg PD. We're cutting the department's budget. That's all right. We don't need to do anything because we lost. Please be informed that your employees have filed a formal complaint against you. We are gathering information and familiarizing ourselves with the circumstance of the case. Okay. Warning stage. I'm pretty sure your staff is preparing to plot against you. Yeah, we got that warning there. Anyways, where do we need officers? We need officers on shift B, don't we? Because we lost a lot there. Okay, Felix, you get hired for shift B. And Matthew, you get hired for shift B too. It's alright. I am very certain in Austin's skill. He's going to lead you well. All of you new ones. Anyways, let's see our open discussions. We have theft, which is being worked on by a detective on the other shift. But so we'll solve this tomorrow when she's clocked into work, so that we can make the arrest too. Hit and run. Do I have the detective on shift now? Yes, Beasley is on shift. What we're going to do is we're going to put Vickers to work with him, just to get things rolling quicker. And the drug sale, let's see if we have the detectives with us. Yes, we have the detectives with us. So, and I think I can put one more detective on this. Let Porter get to work too. So we can solve the hit and run, and we can solve the drug sales today, which is good. I think hit and run still requires a lot of frames. Possibly. Let's have a look. Let's have a look if we have the frames. So what we know that there was a Jeep that hit him, not a truck. But the only frames we have are with the truck. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have the right frames for this, or if I need to put some better detectives. Anyways, we have a good detective on on this case. So it's not a question of detectives. Like we have put 2 now. So let's just wait for it to run the course, and we will see. Right? Okay. So our first call of the day: disorderly conduct from the city center. A bus driver just called in reporting that a group of teenagers were running down the street, throwing stones at shop windows. The man told them to stop, but for his trouble, he was struck in the head by a rock. Alright, Robbins, go with Smith and put an end to this menace that's throwing stones on all shops in the city center. Like, imagine you see a man just running around throwing stones at the city center. Like, what? They require backup. We'll refuse the backup. It's just one person. They should be able to catch it. Okay, bad call. No problem. I thought it was enough. I thought 2 cops were enough to catch one person vandalizing stores, but it wasn't. Our second call: theft in the suburbs. Some items went missing at the home of Veronica Long. Items worth over $10,000. A friend and I were sitting together in the evening drinking wine, and on a lark, Clara said we should try on my jewels. We had fun putting on rings and necklaces, trying different things together, and then we set everything back in the box. My friend went home, and I decided to look at my jewelry one more time. That's when I noticed 4 rings were missing. I was literally wearing them an hour ago. They are very expensive and have been in my family for generations. Okay, I feel this may be a false alarm of some kind, but Powers and Reed, off you go. Maybe the rings just fell somewhere, or I don't know. Something could have gone wrong, right? Or maybe the friend did run away with it. If the friend ran away with it, that would be sad. Why would a friend steal from a friend? Well, there are cases of friends stealing from friends, so it's not unheard of. But I would still like to believe that friends don't steal from friends. Theft. The police have arrived at Clara Long's residence. Her husband opened the door. She shot a look at the police and ran away down the hall, but soon returned and sat on the sofa. Ordered with the woman to immediately bring out the stolen items, discuss yesterday's football game with the husband, ask for tea and calmly interrogate the couple. We'll ask for tea and calmly interrogate the couple. Yeah. If we don't need to panic the people. We found jewelry. Alright. We'll ask the mafia to sell it. Jewelry is fine. Suicide threat at the Sophocles Theatre of Drama. A theatre director called in reporting that one of the young dancers had locked herself in the dressing room and wouldn't respond to knocks at the door. I don't have the strength to break down the door, and I'm afraid the girl might have done something to herself. She was very upset to learn that she won't be among the principal cast in the upcoming premiere. That's sad, but Prado and Smith, off you go. Sometimes it's hard to deal with reject. It could just be the smallest rejection that hurts you a lot. But never should we go into the mindset of taking our own life because of that rejection, because that's not an exit. That's not the solution. It's an abrupt end to everything. Christopher G. Sand says, Jack, we have something going down today at Sanitas Jewelry Store at 19, and we wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think 1,000 should be enough for such a request. No, I'm going to respond to everything. My cops are not happy with me, and I don't want any civilians dying for just $1,000. Not worth it. Smuggling at the port. Port officers opened the container, and instead of cement as specified in the documents, they found boxes of very rare and expensive alcohol. Soon after, an SUV approached the place and 3 armed men got out. Screams and gunshots were heard. Fine. We need to respond to that disappointed Christopher G. Sand. Jack, I thought we had an understanding, but your lack of respect is making me think otherwise. Remember, we don't treat our enemies with kid gloves. Don't make this mistake again. You are threatening the chief of police. Our officers broke down the door and found out that the dancer had simply fallen asleep. It was a false alarm. Okay, we have 23 seconds to respond to this. I'm going to wait for Prado and Smith to be back. We would have enough time. Because this is an armed conflict, we need to send out the force. We need to send out the full force. We'll keep Powers back. We'll send Prado, Robbins, Reed, Smith along with the SWAT. And in case they need assistance, we will send Powers out. But I think these 4 should be able to manage themselves. Why was he disappointed with us? Didn't we Yeah, the circus thingy is coming up just now. It's not. It's not even. It's not even. Where do I check what the mafias told me? I can't check it here. Backlog. Yeah. Look, mafia assignment. It's still open for 9. So what was he disappointed on? Was he disappointed? Was it for the double homicide? But we just closed that, didn't we? Oh well. The guards at the jewelry store detained a man who had quietly pocketed a necklace and several gold rings. The scumbag is acting all offended and refused to turn out his pockets, said the store's head of security. Come and sort this out yourself. So this is for the mafia. And we have just 2 officers, Powers and Buck Jr. I fear...
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Yeah, let's send out Powers to this request for backup. I don't want to take a risk. Robbins is tired and on the shift as a bit... Okay, will Buck Jr. agree to go out to this alone? And is it worth sending him out? If he does end up going and ends up losing his life in line of duty, we get another chief or crazy. I'm going out there alone. Yeah, he's not going to agree to going out there alone. Did we have a loss of life? Okay, that's good. Just the offenders escaped. That's fine. That's fine. And we got 1,000 from Christopher G. San. Oh my god, we have armed robbery with 20 seconds to respond, and none of our cops are back at base. An obese woman wearing a bunny mask entered the boutique and told the salesman to put all the money from the register into a sports bag. When the clerk laughed, the woman wearing the mask pulled out a gun and fired it into the air. Another customer at the store whispered from the dressing room. Besides the money, she also wanted a red dress size XL. Okay. I don't know how we respond to that with 10 seconds remaining and none of our officers back. Do we have any loot? Yeah, loot found alcohol. Let's proceed. And let's ask the mafia to sell it. Look, alcohol, jewelry, these aren't items that are going to cause problems to the populace of our esteemed city. But what is going to cause problems is weapons and drugs out in the open, which we do not want, right? So we're going to keep those things at bay. But if I can get some extra money for selling jewelry and what if we got like alcohol, I don't mind it. I don't think that's anything wrong. Anyways, for the drug sales, we got some more panels or whatever you call it, pictures of what happened, what transpired. So we know that the guy who died was wearing a green jacket, and we have read the story. But I'll read it out again. I'll just read out what the bartender said. I saw a little fella in a white jacket. He ordered the cherry juice, drank at the bar, and then went to the bathroom with some bearded guy. He's a bearded guy, the green one. Yeah, okay. I thought they were just up for a little tickle. You see a lot these days. But when the other folks found the bearded guy with his nose in the toilet, I knew the jacket was up to no good. So cherry juice should be red, shouldn't it? Logic says it's red. So he met up with the cherry juice fellow. They met up over while drinking cherry juice. They ended up going to the bathroom. Yeah, they head off to the bathroom where the bartender thought they were going to do something funny. And here is where he sells the white powder. We found floor beneath was an empty cocaine bag sitting in the pool of blood. And as far as I know, cocaine isn't yellow, it's white. So he sold him a white powder. This guy overdosed. Then he fell dead on his tracks. Yeah, look, Porter helped us solve this investigation. Bruno Savini, a student, is the one responsible for this crime. Bruno Savini dedicates most of his time to the cities, so we can go to University of Freeburg, or we can go to Bruno Savini works at Atala Funeral Home. What we're going to do is we're going to send 2 officers to the university if they're back in time. Offender escaped. Yeah, I expected that. Civilian is killed. We didn't have officers to respond to. I'm sorry. Hit and Run has 2 more new frames, which is wrong, I feel. But well, we'll first get our officers back, and I hope I have time to respond to this. Yes, I do. Let's send Powers and Prado to the University of Freeburg to apprehend the seller of drugs who led to the death of an unfortunate, not an I can't say unfortunate man. I don't know if it was fortunate or unfortunate, but it led to an unfortunate circumstance. So yeah, not quite the outcome you want. Oh, sorry, drug sales. Oh, it's the wrong place. Okay, let's end the day. Let's end the day and let's go in for day 2. Let's go in for the next day, right? Day 2 means the next day. Yeah, come on. I'm a bit off balance because I didn't expect the person to not be there. Garbage collection fee increases 25%. Freeburg hockey team on strike 3 months, no pay. And Christ icon discovered in foundation of Buddhist temple. Let's check our relation. Mafia hates us. City Hall, it's at least one thumb down. The police station completely hates us, and City Hall hates us. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't know what's that supposed to indicate towards. Oh, a cutscene.
What's this, Martin? Think that'll cover breakfast?
Good Lord, Jack. You should knock.
Don't worry, Martin. I don't care what kind of business you're up to. Although on second thought, scratch that. I'm very interested in your business. In fact, that's why I'm here. You have a lot of connections?
Depends on what you need.
I want to keep my job. I've got another 5 years in me at least. I want to prove my dismissal is illegal. You know someone who can help?
Jack, are you sure you want to get involved in this fight?
Martin, let's not,
Got yourself a new toy?
Oh, you noticed, Martin. Just like a teenager, always on the move. Yeah.
Hello. Is this Mr. Boyd?
Last I checked, who's this? And where did you get my personal number?
When you work at the prosecutor's office, it's not too hard to find someone's phone number.
Oh,
The prosecutor's office? Just a second. Martin, out. I need to take this.
But he's in his office. We
But
walked
Jack,
into.
it's my office. Okay, I understand. I'll go grab an ice cream. As for your little problem, Jack, I think we can work something out. Give me a couple of weeks.
Weeks?
Jack, what you're asking is...
Yeah, okay, I get it. Now get out already. I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
My name is Lana Berman. I'm the deputy prosecutor of Freeburg. Well, one of the deputies. Not even the first deputy, to tell you the truth.
How can I help you, Miss Berman?
I don't know how to say this, Mr. Boyd. You see, Mr. Boyd, I'm in line to be the next prosecutor of Freeburg, and apparently that's happening quite soon.
Soon? Shia Broom was just re-elected for a new term.
Yes, but she'll be resigning in February. She's suffering from a heart condition, so she's chosen a replacement to carry out her term, and she chose me. You have no idea of the scandal, Mr. Boyd. I've only been at the prosecutor's office for half a year, and she chose me. It's incredible.
That really is unbelievable, Miss Berman. But what's it got to do with me?
Well, I understand how this call would seem strange to you, Mr. Boyd, but Mrs. Broom said she said that you have a lot going on, but you're the most honest official in the city. And if I really want to change the city for the better, and I swear that's what I want, then I should meet you.
I'm afraid Mrs. Broom was exaggerating.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Boyd, Mrs. Broom is not one to exaggerate. I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd, I need to run. Do you mind if I call you later?
Do I mind? Let me think. No, I don't mind, Miss Berman.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
I don't like this. Something's fishy. Armstrong says, I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight, can I go home? Armstrong's leading the case. Is he leading any case? I feel we need our detectives. It's not good to let our detectives go. So no, Armstrong, I'm sorry. Oshiro, yeah, you cannot take the day off, Oshiro. We got one strike. Alright, Yancy gets a stripe too, just for being a hero on this shift. This shift needs heroes after we lost quite a few of them last time. Alright, so today, please be advised that we are unhappy with the efficiency of Freeburg PD. You lose one job slot. Removing an occupied slot will automatically fire an employee. Okay, Burke Jr., you're fired, sorry. Funeral, Dovell, RIP, thank you for your service. You paid your snitch weekly fee. Former complaint. Please be informed that the employee complaint against you has been passed along to the prosecutor for further investigation. Now, we don't have the lead detective in this case, but shall we take a chance? We'll send Kochi and Tanashi off. Without the lead detectives, there's a low chance of success, I know, but we can't wait on till tomorrow. We can request something from City Hall. We'll request a raise. Why not? The first call of our day 64. Fight at the city center. Noise from a garbage truck woke up a vagabond who was sleeping on a nearby bench. The homeless man became angry and went to scold the truck's driver. A fine soon erupted. Alright, Yancy, Krause, and Beckman, all of you go. We have some new folks, so let's get their professionalism up by sending them to easy cases with a professional officer. So it sort of balances out, you know. If they go out in numbers, even low profession leads to some kind of positive outcome in my experience, at least. So it should be fine. Anyways, theft at Desire Park. Joe's Muma reported a run-in with a pickpocket at the park. His wallet was stolen along with some documents and an expensive watch. I'm sure it was that red-haired brat. He was rubbing all over me. Okay, so Austin and Hollinger. Austin's professionalism is off the roof. Hollinger is new, but I think Austin can lead him. Fight report. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Amazing job. Okay. Drug sales report. Offender escaped. Of course. So I shouldn't send them out without detectives. They all lost professionalism. Fine. No worries. It was probably an easy nab if we would have them tomorrow. But I don't know if it would remain till tomorrow. Desire Park. Sitting quietly on a bench is a red-haired guy who fits the description, but in the distance there's a woman struggling with a young man in a hood, shouting and clutching her bag. Sorry, I just had a hiccup there. Keep an eye open for other suspects. Rush to the woman and the guy in the hoodie. Let's keep an eye on the other suspects. The guy in the hoodie notices the police and tries to escape. He stumbles and several wallets and pieces of jewelry come tumbling from his pocket. Walk over to the bench and hit the red-haired guy in the face. Shoot the fleeing man with tracer. Try to chase the fleeing man down. We'll shoot him with the taser. Austin leading with the new man on force. It was easy. It was easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay, let me call this up. Fraud in the residential area. Hello, I was contacted by a lawyer named Donald Horton Jr., who told me some wonderful news. It turns out I am a distant relative of a Nigerian prince who recently died, and he left me $15 billion. I only need to pay $20,000 in gold bullion to open an account to receive the money, but I noticed that the lawyer carries a pistol, so I decided to play it safe and call in the police escort to make sure everything goes smoothly. Well, that's a scam if I've ever heard one. Let's have our officers back because there is an armed suspect. So we'll send out Austin, Kochi, two of our most professional officers with Beckman and Hollinger. So 4 officers going out, again, in number, show of strength. Anyways, I think I can solve this theft investigation today. So let me give this another try. I was getting confused as to the sequence of the events, and I'm going to try and put this to an end because it has been open for a long time, and it's not something that I'm proud of to keep it open. So we are going to solve this today. Anyways, I feel I've just got the sequence wrong. And I need to figure out why I've got the sequence wrong. I feel it was not just something. It's just the pharmacist who was stolen. We have all the frames for the pharmacist, but I only need to figure out how he ended up stealing it. So we'll be solving that today. Hit and run will be solving tomorrow because the investigators are on the other shift. Anyway, it's public indecency at the bus stop. Phyllis Emery is clearly beside herself. This jerk took out his crooked dick in the middle of a crowded bus and started to poke me with it. God, it was so disgusting. I screamed, and several of the men on the bus grabbed the pervert and wrestled him to the ground. Well, Yancy and Atanash and Kras can go as well. Okay, I can send only 2 officers. Alright then, Kras, you go with Yancy because I need to up your professionalism. I need to train them. It's sort of building up your force together, right? Like, I shouldn't be leaving out the lower professional officers. I should be training them. City Hall had a wall repainted by some hooligans. If the police can't do their jobs in a timely manner and send these criminals to prison, then they can spend their shift cleaning off the wall. If only I had 2 officers to send, but I have to refuse it. Fraud report: Austin, Kochi, Beckman, and Hollinger have caught the offender and are unharmed. That's amazing. Awesome job. It's going well. The day is going well. We don't have debts on our hand, which is what causes the force to be unhappy with us, I think. And also my inability to give them leave is probably what's causing the unhappiness within the force. I don't want my force to be unhappy, but let's see. There's a theft at parking lot and drug sale at the drugstore. I can't seem to speak. An elderly man called the station in a rage. I went to the drugstore to buy a hearing aid and some pain reliever, and the guy behind the counter tried to sell me cocaine. I don't quite believe that. So I'm going to send Kochi and Antanashi. 2 officers should be fine. Theft at the parking lot. An eyewitness saw a man in a pickup truck cruising down a road, stopping at every parked car and siphoning off the fuel into the spare tanks he carried in the back. The passerby went up to him but saw the guy had a gun and ran away. Alright, Austin, Beckman, Cross, and Hollinger. 4 officers again.
113B in progress. 113B in progress.
There's an armed robbery. An armed man entered a publishing office and demanded a copy of the new novel written by Ivan Bykov, which had just gone to the press. And we have carjacking in Hell on Wheels car dealership. Alarms are coming in from Hell on Wheels motor show. Eyewitness report that a group of attackers broke the window, ran inside and stole 6 luxury cars. According to one onlooker, they all drove off in the same direction, so you should be able to catch them all. I think that may have been a stunt. But this armed robbery is serious, but we have no officers to send out, so... Can we send Yancy alone with the SWAT? Yeah, he isn't going to agree to go alone. But we don't have officers, available either. Drug sales. The old man has a hearing problem. The pharmacist was explaining that the old man's Vicodin prescription had expired and he mistakenly heard something about cocaine. Okay, so we sent 4 officers and wasted time on a false case when I could have solved 2 others. The suspect had been cited. This is the parking lot theft. The suspect had been cited. He squatted down to someone's car. One end of a hose in the gas tank. The other end of the hose is in the suspect's mouth. Apparently, he's trying to siphon fuel. Draw weapons and slowly approach the suspect. Take the hose out of your mouth and put your hands up. Sneak up close behind him and strike a match to see him better. No, let's draw the weapon and slowly approach the suspect. He sees the police and quickly pulls a gun from his rear holster. He shoots wildly and misses. Shoot the gas tank, shoot the man. Let's shoot the man.
911.
Okay. Thank God no officers died. And thank God the man himself didn't die. What a crazy guy. Like, why would you pull out a gun when you are literally just inches away from an empty petrol pump, like petrol tank? Like that's stupid. Okay, anyways, I shouldn't be commenting so much on the cases. I can't get the armed robbery. What about this carjacking? I can't get the carjacking. Let's see the armed robbery. There's going to be civilians dead, and we are going to have more problems with our stupid mayor because we are incapable of solving these stupid things. I just wish I had more police officers, This one is a false alarm, I feel. Assault with a deadly weapon, unicorns of the Arcadia Gay Club. During a performance, someone began shouting racist speech at a black singer and then fired several shots from a pistol. The room descended into panic and everyone ran for the exits. I feel I can respond to that one once my officers are back.
113B.
Carjacking. Okay. So the crime rate is through the roof and the mayor is going to be unhappy with us. But I don't know. Alright, we can respond to this at least. Kochi, Yancy, and Antanashi. Yeah, that's fine. Let them go.
112 in progress.
We have a driving under the influence at the city center. A passerby reported a dark sedan speeding through red lights, swerving from side to side. He's got to be drunk or stoned. Just thought you'd want to know. Alright, Austin, Beckman, off you go. 2 officers are fine for this. We have learned a lesson. We were sending out too many officers together, and it's not going well for us.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant, top spot.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Yeah, let's send Cross and Hollinger out too. There's no harm now that they require. Okay, so Detective Mole found no new frames. Let's try to put an end to this. Why not? It's high time, I feel. So we know that the pharmacist is the one responsible. We have a hunch. We have read the things multiple times and we know for sure it's the pharmacist. So he has turned off the power. But did he open the... I feel he's opened it first, turned off the power, gone ahead and taken the trash can, stolen it and walked away. But this doesn't seem to be the correct sequence. So let's remove all of them and let's try something else. Did he turn off the power? Can this key be to the... This key could be... Where's the janitor? Janitor says but I don't have access to the electrical panel. Only my superiors have those keys. The electrical panel is behind keys. But what if this is the key to the pharmacy? So he turns off the power. The CCTV don't catch what happens to the bag after the power is turned off. The trash bag. So he steals the garbage bags. As far as I know, that's what I would do too. The last frame before the film cuts out shows the janitor going down the corridor, his card standing near the door. So it wasn't before the power cut. It's only after the power cut that he stole the bags. And now is where it gets fishy. So, well, we know he stole it. So did he open it to the pharmacy, open up the pharmacy, steal and walk away? We had this all along. Colin Marcus, hospital's head physician. Okay. Let's see. Driving under influence. A police cruiser caught up with a sedan which is swerving dangerously all over the road. Run the sedan into the curb, stop the Indian immediately, follow behind it. Let's follow behind it. The sedan suddenly turns into an underground parking garage. Head up the other way. Tell the attendant to block all the exits. Let's tell the attendant to block all the exits. Look at that. Austin leading with the new officer on force. Loot found pharmaceuticals. Okay, let's proceed. And let's ask the mafia to sell it. We don't have officers with us. I hope the day isn't over to respond to this. Oh no! We solved it a bit late.
412.
Okay, no worries. Assault with a deadly weapon. We sent out 5 officers. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Alright, let's close it. And let's end the day. This video is going to be a bit long because we had a cutscene in between. I thought I could fit in 2 days, back to back. But turned out to be a bit long. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. We solved 2 cases. We failed to apprehend 1, but at least we're on a good path, alright? And I'll continue on next time. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.